Okay, I've just finished reading Mindset, changing the way you think to fulfill your. That sounded really weird how I said it, didn't it? Changing. Okay, let's start again. I've just read Mindset, changing the way you think to fulfill your potential. This is by Carol S Dweck, Dr. Carol S Dweck, who I'd never actually heard of, but she is world-renowned Stanford University psychologist Carol Dweck. In decades of research on achievement and success, has discovered a truly groundbreaking idea: the power of our mindset. When I picked this book up in the bookstore and read the back of it, I thought, oh, this sounds a bit too airy fairy. The power of mindset. But then I thought, hang on, world renowned psychologist. And then one of the reviews is by Bill Gates, who you may like him, you may not, but whatever you think, he's a smart guy. The value of this book extends way beyond the world of education. It's just as relevant for business people who want to cultivate talent and for parents who want to raise their kids to thrive on challenge. I've got kids, so I read that and I thought, very, very interesting. Lots of good examples using famous people like Lee Iacocca from the American automobile car industry, Jack Welch, um, and lots of examples from her own students and from educators um, and what they've seen with their students. The basic idea is you have your fixed mindset, which makes people very unlikely to succeed or grow. It can make them very successful in the short term, like Lee Iacocca, but then everything comes crashing down as they try to preserve their ideals, their images, their ideas. So everything gets sacrificed, company be damned, jobs be damned. They have to keep looking good. Why? Because the fixed mindset says that you either have it or you don't. You're either talented or you're not. You're either smart or you're not. You know. So none of these things can be changed. So if any of them are ever threatened, then you have to just destroy everything else to protect them. So, for example, a fixed mindset when it comes to education or ability would think, right, I'm really talented. That's never going to change. You're either talented or you're dumb. If I'm not succeeding, I have to make sure that none of you guys can possibly get, any chance of success because otherwise it makes me look bad. And if I fail, then I'm no longer a big success. That kind of thing. Or your mindset might be right. I'm really clever. I'm a genius. This is a danger, for example, for children who do well early on in life and they're used to getting everything right. And then maybe the teacher says, oh, you're just a natural. And then they think, well, if I'm a natural, I don't have to try, do I? And then if there's anything where there's a chance of them failing, and that means they're no longer a genius or a natural, so they must avoid that at all costs. You can see how that would stump somebody's progress. In relationships, it's a big thing. In learning, it's obviously a big thing. In everything, it's a big thing. Everybody also has a closed mindset or a fixed mindset. Sorry. And one of the exercises that Carol Dweck teaches is identifying it, seeing when it pops up, maybe giving it a name. She's done this. This all sounds like, this is a bit playground. She's done it with really big corporations. She teaches at Stanford. She's done it with some incredibly intelligent people. There's examples in here of some of the world's best violin teachers, for example, and how they nurture a growth mindset, whereas some of their colleagues even say, why are you wasting time with that person who's not got the talent or who's dumb or something? But then the one with the open mindset approach actually makes those write-offs really super successful. Really fascinating book. I just gave myself a challenge to keep this review under 5 minutes. I think I'm going to succeed. But thoroughly recommend you read this. Have I taken anything away from it? Yeah, definitely. In terms of how I speak to my children, how I think myself, and I've even just for reading the book been able to identify a lot of the areas where I had a fixed mindset and how it was holding me back. And actually, I've done some things which I've been trying to do for a long time, but not been able to because I just don't have the skills. Fixed mindset. Actually, shut up, growth mindset, practice the skills, fail a few times, then try again. And guess what? I succeeded at some things I hadn't been succeeding at for a long time. Very good book, nicely written. I did find it a bit too long. I think maybe it could have been 30 pages less long, 30 pages shorter, but still brilliant. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly recommend it. When I was speaking to a friend of mine about it, in fact, he said, "Oh, I know Carol Dweck because what his goddaughter, I think, studying psychology, and when he was going over the notes with her, I remember looking at the notes and studying Carol Dweck, and oh, she's brilliant." And I thought, hang on, I'm the one who studied psychology. I don't know about this woman, and he does. I must be stupid. Fixed mindset. It's just because I hadn't paid attention for a while, and I'd stopped learning. Growth mindset. Very good stuff. I'll read you a bit more of the back. This revised and updated edition includes new material on organizational mindsets and on opening yourself up to growth, and addresses common misconceptions about growth mindsets. Dr. Carol S Dweck is widely regarded as one of the world's leading researchers in the fields of personality, social psychology, and developmental psychology. Her work has been featured in such publications as The New Yorker, The Times, who cares about the fucking Times, and The Guardian. Anyway, excuse my bad language. Really, really good. Really enjoyed it. 8 out of 10. And I think you should read it.